Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's so nice to be back. I had a few days off. Michael and I went to Salem and now we're back. I'll show you what I got. I got a few interesting things that I think you might like. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe, comment, because that boosts my algorithm so other people see my videos. Check out membership. I see I have a lot of new members again. So go to the community tab, and you'll see where I post everything that's coming up. And members, Mediumship Circle this Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. And for Halloween, we're going to be doing special Halloween readings in membership, okay? I have the we're going to do Hocus Pocus readings because Hocus Pocus 2 comes out on Friday, right? And when I was in Salem this last time, believe it or not, as many times as I've been to Salem, I've actually never been in Allison's house. If you've seen Hocus Pocus, you know what I'm talking about. It's actually Rope's mansion. And it was only shot on the outside. If you go inside, it's nothing like the movie, but inside is gorgeous and it has beautiful gardens. This Saturday, I'm going to be doing a live with Andre. Again, I know a lot of you enjoyed when I had him on, so we'll do that again, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And some of you, I've said it a few times, but some of you are still asking me why I'm not on Hogarth's channel. It's simply because he isn't able to have a moderator. And where I have that stalking situation, I can only do things on my channel or be on other channels where they have moderators and they're going to sit there and kind of babysit the comments. So yeah, it's nothing to do with like Hogarth, Lena, Lady G or myself. I mean, and I'll have them on my channel. But Hogarth actually has a glitch, which we have been trying to work out for months. And it's just a glitch where he can't seem to add anybody. So it's just one of those things. But, everything happens for a reason. And if it's meant to be, then I'll be back on there, I'm certainly not opposed to it. Oh, and also too, for my angel members, next month, we're going to be channeling Archangel Azrael. So a lot of you have been asking me to do Azrael. Azrael is that angel that helps us to cross over when the time comes and can also comfort people who are grieving. He has a really soft, beautiful energy. So I wanted to show you what I got in Salem. There's a great shop called Ascend. If you go there, just be aware that there's often lines to get in. It's a gorgeous crystal shop, but I'm really excited about this. I got my first piece of Moldavite. So here we go. So if you don't know, Moldavite is a crystal that's not from this planet. It was a meteorite that hit about 15 million years ago, and every piece comes from that meteorite. Hit Germany, so I believe southern Germany, if I'm not mistaken. And so, it's a little pricey, but I've been wanting one for a long time. And so I finally decided to do it. And so I have this gorgeous pendant now. And I also got a new pendulum that I wanted to show you. Now, it is certainly heavy, but I was looking for something unique because my cat Annie had stolen my favorite one. Still have not found it, my little klepto. But it's filled with amethyst crystals. And it has all the chakra beads on it. So I can't wait to use that. I haven't used it yet because I just gotten it. Let me just get my cards. And I've been putting my cards in a wooden box because, once again, my Annie Belle likes to steal things. One day when I was going through my cards, literally there was a cat. You know how cats shed their claws? There was a cat claw in there. So I realized, she was doing tarot readings at night. So I have this wonderful wooden box, which she has not figured out how to break into quite yet. And for the 3-card pull, we're going to do something fun. I just got this the other day when I was in Salem. It's called Cat Wisdom. So the 3-card pull is going to be from Cat Wisdom. And I think you're going to like it. Okay. So the first, we have so much to talk about. Oh my goodness. So the first one is the senior leadership at the Secret Service confiscated 24 agents' phones, right? In connection to the whole, Jan 6th thing. So that's pretty serious. I don't think that's certainly wasn't an accident, was it? I think it's very revealing that they did it. You know, never mind what we're going to be finding on it, but I think it's very revealing that they even did it, right? Because you don't just randomly do something like that. So I want to know, what are they going to find? What are they going to find on these phones? What do we need to know that we don't know? Okay. Interesting. It's sort of like they were celebrating. They were having a party. They were having a good time. This is the Three of Cups, right? Obstacle being, you know, the Magician. Now, Magician's one of my favorite cards, unless he's reversed or in my second position, which would be, because I do a mini Celtic cross. So it'd be like the obstacle, the challenge. It can mean abuse of power. You know, using the control that you have over a situation in a negative way. Because the Magician doesn't make his magic by happenstance, right? He does it by control. This is very much like the Chariot card in that sense. Chariots don't go forward unless there's some control happening. And so same thing. So there was sort of like an abuse of power here going on, is what I'm trying to say. Outcome, oops, I'm dropping it. The Judgment card. So this tells me, all right, this is actually having real legal implications. Like I said, they didn't do this just for the heck of it. So this has real legal implications here. They're going to be going to court. And so often, how often do we get this card? These people feel betrayed. They feel stabbed in the back. So I'm going to say maybe some of their co-workers turned them in. I mean, I'm sure they interrogated, you know, these people, right? And so I'm sure some of them talked. And there's been a real like clash of opinions, beliefs, morals, values. And you can't have that in the Secret Service, can you? Oh, geez. Okay. This is going to create, and this is my intuitive feeling. Yeah, this is going to create a tower moment, all right. Not just for those 24 people, but it's going to be a bit of a tower moment for us, because I don't think we'll ever learn everything, because we never do, right? But once we find out some of what's going on, I think we're going to have like a moment of panic, like, wow, I can't believe this actually happened and I wasn't aware. So yeah, I think, you know, we need to stay tuned. There's more to hear about that. So Italy's new prime minister, Giorgia Meloni, leader of the Brothers of Italy party, first female prime minister in Italy. And she's also been the farthest right since Mussolini. So we have some issues here. She also favors Vlad, if you don't know. So that's why we're a little bit nervous about her. Because if she was to break with the West, that would be bad. So let's see, what is this woman going to do? What is she going to do? I mean, it's nice that they got a woman, but did it have to be that one, right? You know, and I think it's almost like a response to Italy being hit so hard by the pandemic. You know, it wasn't easy for them. I get that. But at the same time, having those ideals is not going to help them. Oh, geez. Okay, so right off the bat here, the Judgment card comes up again. So she didn't get herself into hot water sooner than later, okay, because of her judgment calls. I think she's going to make very questionable judgment calls. And my prediction is the people of Italy think that they love her right now. They want her. You know, it's a good thing to have her. They're thinking all that right now. I think they're going to change their tune. The obstacle, look at this. She's not very motherly. Here's the mother card, the Empress. She's not, like, you want somebody that's strong, but you also want someone that's nurturing and cares. This is also a card of fertility and abundance. So you don't want that to be your obstacle. So she is going to make Italy less prosperous, is what Spirit is saying. And we don't know everything about her yet. There is more to learn. We don't know everything. So, you don't see clearly in the moonlight. We're not seeing everything quite yet. But stay tuned, because she's not grounded. She's not down to earth. And she thinks she's an emperor. So that's a little bit scary, to have somebody that's as far right as she is thinking like that. Thinking that, they're the king, that kind of attitude, not the prime minister. So I don't think we're done hearing about this situation. Okay. So I don't know if you know, but the Oath Keeper, and if you don't know who the Oath Keepers are, they're that right-wing militia group. And they did take part in Jan 6. Their leader, Stuart Rhodes, is, it appears that he's being charged with seditious conspiracy in connection to Jan 6, along with some of his cohorts. So I thought, I can't focus on too many people with tarot, like you just want to read on one. So let's look at the ringleader of the Oath Keepers and see what's going on with him. Hopefully the next time you guys all see me, I'll have my new fall backdrop up. It's getting chillier here. Salem was a bit chilly. Friday was very chilly. Well, they had a wind chill factor on Friday, believe it or not. Okay, let's see. So what do we need to know about the ringleader's outcome here? Oh, the cards are getting jumpy. Did you see that? They're getting jumpy. Okay. So he's been kind of celebrating for a long time. But on the other hand, this is also the card of reaching a milestone. So getting him like on actual, real, tangible, charges that they can actually do something about is a milestone. Okay. That's how I take that. His obstacle is he can't have a fertile new beginning. So, this is an ace, right? Aces are new beginnings. This is a fertile new beginning. Everything that's on this wand is leafy green and growing. And yeah, he's not going to have that. He's going to feel like he is being attacked left and right. Like all these arrows are just being slung at him. I don't think this is literal. Okay, the death card. What I think it is, it's the death of his way of life, which makes me think he's going to either go to jail or lose it all. I'm going to lean towards jail though, because then we get the card of sorrow, regret, grief, depression. This is a card of loss. Look at this character, 5 of Cups. And 5s are cards of change. That's what 5 means in numerology, right? So it makes me happy that they're taking this seriously and they're actually going forward and like prosecuting him and all of that. So, oh goodness. So if anyone is interested in learning automatic writing, with basic membership, you do get the automatic writing class, okay? And if anyone's interested in the angel level, because I just did this tonight for the first time. We did an angel healing with Raphael, where I sent the energy from Raphael through me to everybody that was there, and we healed each part and all of that. So I just feel really called to do these angel healings now. And if you want a private session, you can go to my website. They are kind of going fast though, dianeaquarius.com. I think I'm booked until like November something. I'd have to check, but just keep that in mind. And also too, I saw that Violetta had somebody impersonating her. saying, you know, contact me for readings and stuff. And she had to go on and say something. None of us do that. Just keep that in mind. I know we keep saying it, but there are still people that are falling for it. Nobody on YouTube is ever going to just solicit themselves like that. Okay. So please don't fall for that. So I thought we would take a look at Hurricane Ian. So I don't feel great about it. This is Tuesday night. I just finished the angel channeling, and I think Floridians are going to be in for a tough time. Okay. So what do we need to know about Florida and Ian? What do we need to know? And I hope all of you are safe. Just, you know, sending everybody in Florida love and light. All of my light workers, send your energy to Florida. So this is like a very energetic card, right? It's a 5, card of change. I hope it's not the politicians bickering and arguing, you know, DeSantis, you know, not doing the right thing, you know, because this is a card of conflict. So hopefully, you know, the politicians step up and do the right thing. All right, Spirit, how should I interpret this as the obstacle? I'm going back to like politics again. So I'm reading on a hurricane and I'm getting stuff about DeSantis. I don't like that. He needs to step up and get money to the right people, get resources to the right people, help people. This is going to create a tower moment, but I think we knew that, didn't we? So this is going to be really difficult. And I think there'll probably be things that we can donate to, and, you know, the rest of us to try to help. And if you don't have money to donate, then just send good energy their way. Because I do believe they're going to need it. Okay. All right. So, oh my goodness. So Russia. All right. So Vlad is drafting 300,000 men. It is not going well, is it? All right. They're fleeing. They're protesting. My prediction is a lot of them, once they cross the border into Ukraine, they're gone. They will never be seen again. They're going to go do their own thing. They're taking off. They don't want to fight. I mean, they're like us. They want to sit there and watch their Netflix and be on their smartphones and, you know, just live a normal life. They don't care about any of this. So let's see how this is going to affect Vlad. He himself. Because we already know how it's affecting the people. I mean, they're miserable. They're miserable. They're protesting in the streets. I mean, they're getting hurt. And the thing is, if you get caught protesting, they draft you. I mean, how terrible is that? And then we'll finish up with Iran and then the 3-card pull, okay? I mean, honestly, when I go into his energy, it's like he's lost his mind. He is not the same person he was a few years ago. It's like he's not as clear. He's not as sharp. He's making mistakes that he wouldn't have made before. Abuse of power. Look at this. And another 5. How many 5s are we going to get this evening? Okay. So abuse of power. And then looking back and asking, was it worth it? Was it worth it? I'm going to say no. Oh, look, his obstacle, this leaves him being like brokenhearted and sad and depressed. And, you know, so he's not going to get out of this what he thought he was going to get out of this. This is not going to work out the way he thought. He's waiting for a ship to come in. He wants things to improve. So that tells me that things kind of go sideways or south, right? One or the other. Because here he is waiting for his ship to come in, waiting for things to get better. But I do like that we get this card, a return to normalcy. things going back to the way they used to be. And that's what I was saying. Like, this isn't going to last forever, as horrible as it is, and it's horrible. And it is an abuse of power, and people are literally dying. Things will change. They will turn around. Things will get better. So this may be what finishes him, you know, because his people are not loyal to him anymore. They're not loyal to him. So I thought we'd finish up with a tough one. I think we've all seen it in Iran. There's protests over a young woman named Mahsa Amini, 22 years old. She got, I'm going to say, abducted by the morality police in Iran. And she was tortured and murdered because apparently she broke a dress code violation. Her hijab wasn't quite right. And, and I mean, what nonsense. And I think, what did I write down? 75 people have already died in protests. So Iranians don't want this. They don't want this lifestyle, and they're willing to actually sacrifice their lives. So that says an incredible amount, doesn't it? They're showing a lot of bravery and courage right now, because I'm sure if you're caught protesting, it's not good over there, right? Like, just like Russia, it's not good. So what do we need to know about this situation? I can't even imagine what her parents are feeling. So it's all about family to them. This is the only card that has all 3 generations of a family. The grandparents, parents, the children, even the 2 dogs. So this is about family. And what do families want? They want their loved ones to be safe. They want to be able to get together, have these sort of celebrations, and just normalcy without fear and repercussions. The obstacle, though, is they're really clashing with the government. There is a difference in ideologies, a difference in beliefs, morals, values. When you look at this card, 5 of Wands, they all have different colored tunics to represent that they think very differently. They have very different beliefs. And so there's this big clash going on right now. And it has to do with the government. So here's the Hierophant. And it's another 5 card. Oh my gosh. So 2 5s in a row here. So it's another 5 card. Okay. The number of change. So things are changing over there. The government's going to have to change. They are at a crossroads. And they have to make a decision. Okay, they can't keep going the way they're going. And things do start to straighten out eventually. Now, these are slow-moving cards. Let me just give you a heads up, okay? 2 of Swords, Hierophant. These are pretty slow-moving cards. But it shows that there's hope for the future. That there'll be balance and harmony. A normalcy that they haven't had before will be restored. So there is a lot to be hopeful for in this situation, but let's face it, it's a terrible situation, right? So the Cat Wisdom cards, get comfortable and just take a deep breath and think, what message do I need to know most from the universe? Now I have to be kind of creative how I show these, because you can kind of see one word on the bottom. So let me do that. Okay. So there's 3 cards here. And just go with your gut instinct. You don't want to overthink this. Are you drawn to 1, 2, or 3? Can't move it out too much. 1, 2, or 3. Okay, here we go. Card 1 is readiness, and it says, you are ready to step up to the next challenge. Be confident in your ability to emerge from this next set of experiences, feeling enriched and passionate about life. Love it. How cute is that? Oh my goodness. I had a kitty that looked like that once, my Odette. Number 2, speak your truth. Look at that bird telling the cat off. Each of us has our own truth. Feel free to sing your song and stand firm in what is true for you. Don't be afraid to voice it. You don't need everyone to agree with you, but it can be very rewarding to express your truth and be heard by those near and dear to you, right? So that's all throat chakra work. And then lastly, keep a lookout. An opportunity is coming your way, but you will need to be alert and attentive if you are to recognize it. Be sure to get in early to maximize its potential. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears up. Now, some of you ask me, what if I'm drawn to more than one card? What if I'm drawn to all 3 cards? Then go with it. It's, your intuition's not going to be wrong, right? Go with that gut instinct. If you feel guided to pick, 2 cards, 3 cards, go with it because you must need those messages. So that's fine. No worries. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a pleasure. And I will see you all on Saturday with Andre. Bye, everyone.